Hey everyone, and welcome. Every single year, Gartner drops its list of strategic technology trends, and it's a pretty big deal. It's basically a roadmap that can shape business strategy for years. So today, we're going to break down their 2023 vision and figure out what the future might actually look like.
I mean, that's the multi-billion-dollar question, right? The world is, well, it's constantly changing. So how do you actually steer your company in the right direction? Well, Gartner's take is that the answer lies in really understanding and applying key technology trends, not as these abstract, fuzzy ideas, but as a real, concrete plan for success.
And this year, they've identified 10 distinct trends that are going to be huge. Now, I know what you're thinking. Seeing them all at once, it can seem like a lot.
But don't sweat it. To make all this make sense, Gartner did something really smart. They grouped these 10 trends into 4 core themes, and that turns what looks like a complicated list into a clear, strategic journey.
So here's our game plan. We're going to follow 4 key priorities. First, how to optimize and fortify what you already have. Second, how to scale and accelerate your growth. Third, we'll look at how to pioneer and reinvent your business. And then finally, we'll get to the one big idea that ties all of this together, the sustainable imperative.
So, this is it. This is Gartner's framework. Optimize, scale, and pioneer, all looked at through the lens of sustainable tech. It's a super clear map for what's coming. So let's start with that first priority, strengthening your foundation.
All right, our first big theme is all about building a stronger foundation. This isn't about chasing every shiny new thing. Nope. This is about making the systems you rely on every day more reliable, more data-driven, and just fundamentally more trustworthy. It's all about beefing up your core.
First up is the digital immune system. And honestly, the best way to get it is to think about it just like your body's immune system. It protects your software from the inside out, using things like automation and advanced testing to spot and fight off threats before they can do any real damage. The result, truly resilient applications. Next, we have applied observability. Look, if your business was a patient in a hospital, you wouldn't just check its temperature and call it a day, right? You'd want to see all the vital signs. That's exactly what this is. It uses AI to analyze all the data an organization puts out, logs, traces, metrics, you name it, to get a complete picture and make smarter, way faster decisions in real time.
And that leads to a huge concern. As AI gets more and more powerful, how do we make sure we can actually trust it? That's where AI TRIism comes in. It stands for AI Trust, Risk, and Security Management. Basically, it's a framework of guardrails to make sure our AI models are fair, reliable, and secure. Super important.
Okay, so once you've got that fortified core, you're ready for our second theme, scale and accelerate. This is all about growth. It's about speeding up how you deliver products, expanding what you offer, and connecting with your customers in totally new ways.
Kicking this section off, we have industry cloud platforms. So instead of a one-size-fits-all generic cloud, these are like specialized toolkits. Imagine a cloud platform that was built from the ground up just for healthcare or just for manufacturing. It combines all the usual services with industry-specific tools, which lets companies adapt and innovate way faster.
Now, platform engineering. This one is all about the developer experience. The whole goal here is to build an internal platform that just makes life easier for software developers. You give them a curated set of tools, you automate processes, you basically reduce their workload so they can focus on what they do best, creating awesome stuff.
And finally in this theme, we've got wireless value realization. This is all about seeing wireless as more than just, a connection to the internet. The networks of the future are going to provide a ton of valuable data, from super precise location information to real-time analytics. They're not just pipes for data anymore. They're becoming a source of incredible insight.
And that brings us to our third and honestly most forward-looking theme, pioneer and reinvent. Here, we are talking about tech that isn't just improving business as usual. No, this is about fundamentally changing business models and completely reinventing how we engage with customers.
First on the list, the super app. And the key to understanding it is its evolution. A service often starts out as just a simple app. Then it might grow into a platform. Well, the final stage is the super app, an entire ecosystem that fits in your pocket where other companies can build and offer their own mini apps right inside of it.
Next up is adaptive AI. This is basically AI that learns on the job. So unlike traditional AI models that are trained once and then just sent out into the world, adaptive AI systems can continuously retrain themselves based on real-time feedback.
This lets them adapt incredibly fast to changing real-world situations, all without needing a human to step in and do a full manual update.
And of course, we have to talk about the metaverse. If you look beyond all the hype, Gartner defines it as a shared, persistent digital space where we can replicate or even enhance our physical activities. It's not one single product, it's a whole combination of technologies that are merging our physical and our virtual lives. But after all that incredible, pioneering tech, Gartner offers this one critical piece of advice. Delivering technology alone will not be enough, and that signals a massive shift to the single most important theme that ties everything, and I mean everything else together.
And that is sustainable technology. Now, this isn't just trend number 10 on some list. Gartner positions it as an essential framework. It's the lens through which we absolutely have to view all other technology investments.
So what is it exactly? Well, you can think of it as a dual mission. First, it's about making IT itself more efficient, more eco-friendly. But just as important, it's about using technology, things like AI, analytics, and traceability, to help the entire business and even its customers achieve their sustainability goals. It's a huge driver of both resilience and brand new growth.
So, after all that, what is the single most crucial point? The goal is not to blindly go out and adopt all 10 trends just for the sake of it. It's about understanding them and then building a technology roadmap that directly aligns with and drives your unique business goals, whether that means you're optimizing, scaling, or pioneering.
And that really just leaves us with one final question to consider. As you look at these trends, from fortifying your digital immune system to pioneering in the metaverse, you have to ask yourself, which of these futures are you and your organization actually building? The roadmap is right here. The rest, well, that's up to you.